about 1 in 10 children, and probably more, have ADHD. They can do it just because they are quote-unquote very disciplined people. But as you'll see a little bit later, it's not clear that that's the best way to run your attentional system.
시간이 지날수록 나 자신에 대해 더 알아가게 됩니다. 식견이 넓어질수록 어린 시절 내 상태에 대해 더 알아가게 되죠. 어린 시절 저마다의 문제들 중 생각보다 많은 분들이 겪은 문제가 있는데요. 다른 사람들보다 집중을 잘 못하는 문제입니다. ADHD가 뭔지도 모르고 지나간 분들도 많습니다. 오늘은 집중력 문제를 어떻게 해결할 수 있는지 다뤄보겠습니다. 잠깐, 저는 ADHD랑 상관없는데요 하시는 분 계실 겁니다. 병원에 가서 ADHD 증상을 완화시킬 약을 처방받을 정도가 아니어도 ADHD 증상을 갖고 살아가는 분들도 있습니다. 정상인 사람들도 스마트폰 때문에 충동을 자제하지 못하고 집중력을 발휘하기 어려운 시대죠.
The brain loves visual motion. The question is, does that sort of interaction on a regular basis lead to deficits in the types of attention that we need in order to perform well in work and school relationships, etc.? And the short answer is yes, it does appear so. We are inducing a sort of ADHD.
저 그래도 인서울 대학 나왔고 집중에 있어서 둘째가라면 서러운 사람이에요 하시는 분 있을 겁니다. 후보만 박사는 집중을 할 수 있는 훈련을 받은 것이 집중의 과학적 원리를 알고 자신에게 적용하는 것만큼 강력하진 않다고 말합니다.
They can do it just because they are quote-unquote very disciplined people. We tend to admire those people, but as you'll see a little bit later, it's not clear that that's the best way to run your attentional system.
ADHD나 집중력의 문제는 겉으로 크게 드러나거나 눈에 보이는 문제가 아닙니다. 하지만 집중하지 못하면 성공과 부의 핵심 역량인 제대로 된 의사결정을 하기가 어려워집니다.
Because they had poor levels of attention, they couldn't make good decisions. They were too impulsive and quality decision making.
중요한 것은 ADHD를 포함해서 집중이 잘 안 되는 문제를 개선할 수 있다는 것입니다.
We can all rewire the circuits that make heightened levels of focus more accessible to us.
ADHD는 1904년부터 있었다고 합니다.
ADD, which we now call ADHD, existed before 1904 and probably long before 1904? Well, because it has a strong genetic component. If you have a close relative that has ADHD, there's a much higher probability that you will have ADHD. So for instance, if you're an identical twin and your twin has ADHD, a very high probability that you will have ADHD, up to 75% chance. If you have a parent with ADHD, that number ranges anywhere from 10 to 25% likelihood that you will have ADHD.
ADHD 하면 마치 인지력이 떨어지는 사람들이 걸리는 것 같은 인식이 있는데요. 사실 지능과 관련이 없습니다.
It has nothing to do with intelligence. There are lots of forms of intelligence: emotional intelligence, musical intelligence, spatial intelligence, all sorts of intelligences. None of them are related to ADHD. Being very high functioning doesn't make you more likely to have ADHD. Being ADHD doesn't necessarily mean that you have a low IQ. So there are people with ADHD who have low IQs, people with ADHD with high IQs, people with ADHD with high emotional IQ or with low IQ. It's all over the place.
10명 중 1명의 아이들이 ADHD를 겪고 있고 소셜미디어를 포함한 스마트폰 환경이 더 집중을 어렵게 만들고 있죠. 그리고 이 문제는 아이들에게만 국한되지 않고 성인에게도 해당됩니다.
The other thing that we are seeing a lot nowadays is increased levels of ADHD in adults. And there's some question as to whether or not those adults had ADHD that went undetected during their childhood, or whether or not ADHD is now cropping up in adulthood due to the way that we are interacting with the world. In particular, smartphone use, the combination of email, text, real-world interactions, multiple apps and streams of media and social media all coming in at once, trying to manage life.
정확히 말해 과학적으로 집중이 안 된다는 것은 뭘 의미하는 걸까요?
Attention is perception. It's how we are perceiving the sensory world. We are sensing things all the time. There's information coming into our nervous system all the time. For instance, right now, you're hearing sound waves. You are seeing things. You are sensing things against your skin, but you are only paying attention to some of those. And the ones that you're paying attention to are your perceptions. So if you hear my voice, you are perceiving my voice. You are not paying attention to your other senses at the moment.
놀라운 점은 ADHD를 가진 사람들은 집중을 못하는 게 아니라는 겁니다.
People with ADHD, yes, they are distractible. Yes, they are impulsive. Yes, they are easily annoyed by things happening in the room. However, people with ADHD can have a hyper-focus, an incredible ability to focus. If you give them something they really love, like if the child loves video games, or if a child loves to draw, an adult loves a particular type of movie or a person very much, they will obtain laser focus without any effort. So that tells us that people with ADHD have the capacity to attend, but they can't engage that attention for things that they don't really want to do.
ADHD의 세 가지 대표 증상을 알려드리겠습니다. 첫 번째, ADHD 증상을 가진 사람들은 단순히 집중만 못하는 게 아닙니다. 시간 안에 어떤 것을 끝내거나 주어진 시간 안에 뭔가를 마무리하는 것을 어려워합니다.
ADHD have challenges understanding how to line up the activities of their day in order to meet particular deadlines, even if it's just a simple thing like finishing one set of tasks before lunch. But somehow they aren't able to fill the intervening time in a way that's productive, and they can obsess about the upcoming deadline.
두 번째, 물건 정리하는 방법이 색다른데요. 효율적이지 못한 방법을 고집하는 성향이 있다고 합니다.
Their spatial organization skills are often subpar. People with ADHD tend to organize things according to the pile system all the time, and that pile system doesn't work for them. Piling things up in a way that makes sense to them, but then it doesn't work for them in terms of what tasks they actually need to perform.
세 번째, 방금 들은 정보를 기억하는 것에 취약합니다.
People with ADHD would have really poor memories, but in fact, that's not the case. People with ADHD often can have a terrific memory for past events. They can remember upcoming events quite well. Their memory is clearly working. However, one aspect of memory in particular that we call working memory is often disrupted. Working memory is the ability to keep specific information online, to recycle it in your brain over and over again so that you can use it in the immediate or short term. A good example of this would be you meet somebody, they tell you their name, they give you their phone number verbally, and you have to walk back to your phone and enter it into your phone. People with ADHD tend to lose the ability or lack the ability to remember things anywhere from 10 seconds to a minute or two.
그럼 이 증상들은 어떻게 완화시킬 수 있을까요? 꼭 ADHD가 아니어도 앞서 말한 증상들 중 하나라도 갖고 있다면 주목하십시오.
So let's drill into this issue of why people with ADHD actually can focus very intensely on things that they enjoy and are curious about. From a neurobiological perspective, they have a very clear identity and signature, and that's dopamine. Dopamine creates a heightened state of focus. It tends to contract our visual world.
결국 도파민 분비량과 집중이 밀접한 관계가 있다는 이야기입니다.
They show things like preference for sugary foods, which also act as dopamine-inducing stimulants. Now, of course, once they get access to soda pop, coffee, and tea, they start to indulge in those more than other people.